Okay, we're back. So we're going to play this long pattern A. All right, we can play it the long way. Okay, we can do it the short way without the capo, but we don't want to move the capo at the moment. Now we can play the cutout. The magic note on the cutout is the outer note of the lowest string shape 5, 6, 7, right? A, 5, 6, 7. That's the string shape. That's the definition. 3 whole steps. Okay? There's your cutout. Just play the magic note, the next note up that's part of that string shape. Okay? In the long patterns, that you're always going to have another note, and then go to continue the pattern from there. So it's okay. Did we get that? Yeah, 2, 3, 4 underneath. That's the fourth of the A is the D shape. I messed up coming down there. We got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, root 7, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kind of thing. I messed it up coming down there. You'll have to excuse me, but so that's the long A shape. Okay. Now let's see what else we got here. That's a little difficult coming down there. For me, it's like the first time I've played some of these cutouts. I'll tell you right now, the 4 cutout is kind of weird too. I've never played it before until yesterday, and let's look at that. So let's look at our 4 box here. Okay, we'll get the drawing tool back in business here. Whoa. We don't want that. We want the square. Here we go. So here's A4, 5, 6 right there. It's a cage. This is a long modal cage with cutout option. It also is is it a short cage? No, it isn't a short cage because we don't have the entire C cage there. Okay, the short, as you know, the short Lydian is part of the C box. So if this is our C, the short Lydian would be the F, right? It's just okay. So we didn't show the short because you'd have to go 4, 5. Okay, here's your short C. You'd have to go 4, 5, 6, 7 root. You'd have to go into the other cage there. So we didn't show that as part of it. Sorry, that's my bad. No, I'd like to really kind of include the short part of. So in the A here, we've got the short part. You know what I'm saying? We've got included here, so we can go 5, 6, 7 root 2 or 5, 6, 7 root 2. So let's zoom in here or zoom out and realize what we got here. 38 fret virtual fretboard modal caged. So if that's what that is, what is this? These are cutouts only. These are long patterned cutouts only. Okay, this is the E cage. Root 2, 3. E1, A shape 4, D shape 5. And then we go to the D box. Alright, 2 minor. Alright, 5 major, 6 minor. We go to the C box. 3 minor, 6 minor, 7 half diminished. We go to the F box, or the 4th, the Lydian 4th box, 4, 5, 6. We've got 4 major, and we've got 7 half diminished, and 1 minor, but it's in major rather, but it's in the A shape here, 5 root 3. So that's what that particular fretboard, how it was originally constructed. As it works out, as it turns out, and yeah, I got a toothache, so I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention sometimes. As it works out, I made this so that we can play the cutouts. So remember, the cutout begins with the outer note of the bass string shape. So here's our E box. This is the same thing as the C. E root 2 3. E root 2 3. It's the same box. See that? D's right there. D 2 3 4. There's D 2 3 4. Okay, but it's now it's not as long. They're not as long because we're going to be using the cutouts exclusively on this particular board. It's just the way that I find the cages there. Are these really cages here? No, they're more like you know, they're not tripentatonic cages. They're more like I guess 3 cages in one. You've got the long pattern, you've got the cutout pattern, and you got the short pattern. We should have the F1 should actually be down here too. So this guy has to move over here, but that's the only change I have to make. I'll look into that after. So we're doing good here. Once again, the magic note is 3. Here's your cutout. You're going to just play half a string shape at the cutout. Root 2 3, key to E, root 2 3 4 5 6 7, root 2 3 4 5 6 7, root 2 3. Okay, I didn't even have to look at the notes. So that's about it for what's going on here. It's super important to realize that this particular fretboard is valuable. All fretboards are valuable that you make, but I try to make mine as versatile as possible. So remember, the one thing that this fretboard doesn't have is complete playaway long patterns. This fretboard is valuable because these cages are exploiting the open strings, and we always want to exploit an open string if we can. So what happens is we end up with a double note between the G and the B string. When we're doing the long patterns, you're always going to end up with this double note with the long patterns. Say this is the fret nut, so you're going root 2 3 4 5 6 7, root 2 3 4 5. Up, I got a double note. Should I go into 6 7 root warped up here, you know, this brick and this brick, but this brick is warped over? You know, should I do that, or should I do half of this 3 4 5 scale frag and then go to 5 6 7? If you're going to do that, the only thing to remember is on the bass string shape, the magic note is the outer note like that. So in the F box, it's 6. So we'll go 3 4 5, then we'll go to 6, but we're not going to do the other half of the string shape, just half the string shape, 6. Okay, and we're going to do, okay, we are going to do 7. All right, sorry, we're in that case, and we'll go root 2 3. So remember, you know, keep track of it. It's gonna count. Okay, and that we're kind of ripping away. You know, that 7 in that root, boy, that's a tough bond to break there. So that's a new one. I did tell you that I haven't done the F string shape.